Hey guys, we're here playing Exile for a change, up against a near-Earth hub. So this is a prepaid deck that wants to cheat breakers out with test run and scavenge. This was just posted on StimHack forum today by a guy whose name I probably can't pronounce. I want to say xerxes, maybe? In any event, very nice write-up, interesting deck, and the claim is that this set of 45 cards is better in Exile than in Kate. So we're going to get more out of drawing our extra cards than we would save by playing Kate. So we've got Lucky Find, Retrieval Run, those sorts of things. We'll keep a tally at the end maybe and see how much we would have saved by playing Kate. Like right now we're just going to install these prepaids for quite a bit more money than we would anybody else. So we would have already saved $1 from playing Kate on this prepaid. And we actually have no money events. Dedicated response team. That is good to know about. So we're not playing any Plascretes because I guess Xerxes felt they were not needed. We aren't playing Imp to get rid of things. We're actually not playing any damage prevention whatsoever, besides the ability to draw at instant speed with clone chips by pulling something into your hand. So it's going to be dicey. We're only playing one Astrolabe. I'd like to play a second one because it's so good against Tub. We'll continue not drawing any money, and that's kind of just an occupational hazard of playing this kind of deck. So we're just going to click for credit, throw the Fem out. If he doesn't twig that we're playing a Retrieval Run next turn, we'll throw a Retrieval down on something and have a go. Now we're more of an R&D multi-axis guy. We have 2 Maker's Eye. We have nothing for the HQ. So you can probably see there's some trade-offs already playing Retrieval Run. You're not playing Legworks. Kind of where they would go in that slot. So we're kind of hammering for single accesses, which maybe is fine when you're up against remote play. I think we're going to be in some trouble this game. So we can Retrieval onto this. I want to find the Data Raven, I think, and I'm willing to face check an Architect to see where the Data Raven is. Interesting. Eli on top of the deck. Alright, what's over here? There's the Data Raven. That's what we want to know, right? So we'll click to draw, and then we'll Retrieval Run. Now we've forced him to commit his money, commit $4 to this Data Raven, and we're going to nullify it with our Fem. So pretty decent win off the start. $1 Fem thanks to the prepaids. And we get to draw a card from Exile's ability, which just lets us throw out our levy that we don't want. We get a second Fem. This deck plays 3 Fem. And that feels... I'm not sure yet. I'll give it a chance because we play a lot of Scavenges. So like, see, he's trashed his Data Raven, which is what we want him to do, because now we can just scavenge our Fem until a new target, and we get a card from that. My goal is to remember to use Exile's ability every time this game. Very unaccustomed to playing him. I played him a little bit when he came out, but haven't really come back to him. What's over here? It's the Eli. Sure thing. So we can scavenge onto that and still go in there if we want. Response team's probably here. Safety field's probably here. Maybe a snare is here too. I don't know. We need to find money. And money magically appeared. That's actually huge for us. We needed that so badly. Now we're back in business. We can play our SMC, we can poke around. We need to kill that bad campaign, which we're going to do the hard way because we're not playing any Imp or Desperado or anything that would help with that. Even Parisha, but Parisha's just not very good because it doesn't work on upgrades. Let's draw again. Or do we want to try to go in here for single accesses? Let's draw. Didn't get any money. This would be good against the Eli. Take a poke in here. Just lets us through. So he's some kind of like porous deck where he's not going to do a lot to us. We've taken an Astro. We don't get mid-seasoned. Have to assume he's on Scorch. Or no, dedicated response team is 4 influence, right? So if he packs a bunch of those, he doesn't have any room for Scorch as well. Response team is 3 influence, so that's 9. Call it 3 Jacksons and a couple Elis. Jacksons are in faction, I'm just being dumb. Yeah, I want to kill this before it gets out of hand. Okay, well, for $6, I don't want to kill it. You can have it. This is enough for me to just ignore whatever he does and say we're going to win elsewhere. However, we don't quite have enough multi-access to reliably do that. So I would probably think about playing an RDI in here on top of the 2 Maker's Eye. I feel like 3 R&D pressure would be a nice number of cards to have. Or maybe an indexing, because early on if you can get the Fem on the R&D, indexing is very good. So we need some more card flow. Like we're only playing 3 diesel for card draw. The rest is kind of relying on our ability, which seems to be not quite enough. Like, is this an obvious trap? What do you guys think? Like, if he pays for this ice, it's probably not. Whatever, let's check it. We can lose our entire hand here and it's not the end of the world. I mean, it's not great, but... Alright, what's he doing? Cancels their action. Okay, so before the encounter, he's going to res 2 DRTs, which costs 2 each, leaving with $2. So how is he going to tag me? I don't follow. So these are both response teams. Does not res the approached ice. So this is too good to be true. We take 4 meat. Obviously we're not going to do that. That would be just silly. So these cost 5 each to trash. If we don't, we risk essentially getting blown out randomly here by too good to be true or snares. So we actually do need to kill these. Yeah, but maybe next turn we'll kill them, because this turn I want a lucky find and get money. Using our prepaids for value. Kind of surprised he res these now. This doesn't seem right. Does it tax us? Yeah, it does. But is that enough? No, I don't think it is. We'll draw once, and then if we get money, we might just play money. Yeah, we gotta just play money. And then we'll take a peek in here. Blow us up for $5. I'm not sure if response team is a card, but this is definitely not the way you want to do it. We're just blowing these up for value. He needs to play a lot of interns or something for these to get better. I assume he's not playing Scorch anymore. We'll check that next turn if he doesn't score it out, which he probably can't because there's no money. So the other option for this card is Bernice Mai. He didn't have snare money when he did this the first time, so I think it's not snare. I think it's Bernice Mai, or it's too good to be true. Either way we want it, we're gonna go. I'm hoping it's too good to be true, because we'll just remove the tag afterwards. Data Raven, interesting. So let's jack out. Let's play Scavenge. Onto this. We'll draw a card from Exile ability. So right now we're at 2 cards. We can run through and take this. Or we can lucky find. Having bank is kind of good. We can play this next turn. Let's go and take this. If it's Bernice Mai, we'll just pay the trace and be done with it, but I'm thinking it's probably too good to be true. Yeah. Perfect. Al, according to plan, scratch the tag for 4th action because I'm pretty sure he's playing probably closed accounts and maybe something else. I don't know. There's not that much influence left after the response team, so maybe one Scorch. Guess he could play EMPs. Probably closed accounts. Psychographics probably not, because I wouldn't get enough tags for it to really justify. He's going sideways. There's probably an agenda somewhere, either in his hand or one of these cards, because he's drawn 21 cards, so there should be 2 more agendas on average out here. So we're at the point where we're kind of risking Psychic Field, which I don't want to hit. He's poor enough that we can just run here, I think, and we'll plunder a little bit. Marked accounts, leave that. I can't trash that. Would he keep anything in hand? He might. So we're gonna play Lady. So now we're down another $1 over playing Kate. Pop-up window, sure, we'll just yeah, we're gonna kill it with pop-up, or Parasite rather. Yeah, he doesn't get the $1 this way. We're going to $1, so if we end up taking it too good to be true, we'll have to have a tag in our turn, but that seems safer now. And we probably don't, because we already took one. NAPD contract, okay. it's good to know that stuff is in there. Now our clone ships are all going to be on parasites, which is pretty good. So his asset economy will get out of control because we're not playing anything to control it. And I don't want to pay 3 to trash these. It's 4, or no, only 2. So it'll be 4, 3 is 7. He sneaks out the Astro here. I was kind of worried about that. So he has NAPD in hand, which puts us to 5 points if we want to take it. Let's lucky find. Let's take a poke here. Keep him from drawing anything that would be good for him. Jackson Howard. We gotta trash that, right? Yeah, we gotta trash that. Keep his team from coming back. I'm gonna go in here, and the reason I'm gonna go in here is in case he has like a beat or something he wants to score out. Just see marked accounts. Too bad. I think this is Toll Booth. What is this? He hasn't read it all game. Could be that ice that if you're tagged, lose all your money. Jackson Howard, sure. I'm still okay with having paid 3 to trash one of those. I mean, hopefully we're going to draw some more money next turn. Can overdraw and pitch this Fem as well. So I think we draw at least once. Oh man. You know, sometimes a prepaid deck doesn't work out and you get garbage. Sometimes just amazing. When you do the single draw and you get a money card, it's a beautiful thing. We're only playing 9 money cards, so like we've been lucky to see as many as we have. An APD contract, thank you very much. Let's go over here again. A little risky, maybe shouldn't. But we have 4 cards, he doesn't have much money. I feel like he can't do anything that dangerous to us. When he'll have $6 in his turn. Yeah, I don't think he has anything for this that can punish us too hard. Like maybe he'd install breaking news, advance, use the Astro token, closed accounts us. Or just closed accounts if we hit too good to be true. But he can't snare us, so we're not gonna die. Wrap around on top. Okay. This maybe isn't the typical game for this deck, so we'll play a little more before we render an opinion, but I don't know. I feel like we don't have enough credits in our deck to actually trash these. We don't have any recurring money. It's all one-shot events that once you have used them, they're just gone. Diversified, nice. Um, 4 to 11. You get a remote for the remote. Yeah, keeping the books straight. So we'll play a clone chip. There's NAPD in there, we know it's here, right? Well, is it still? What did he send with Jackson? Short memory, Jackson and 2 hidden cards. He might have thrown away the NAPD. But let's still look for some ice reses. I don't want him to astro train this game. Yeah, we'll kill that. We kill it and we don't have the money to steal. Still, that's fine. I want a card. Pick it off, get a card from Jackson. There's a third prepaid. Not the worst. Do we even keep going? We can't steal the NEPD. We know. No, he probably tossed it. Yeah. Did he probably toss it? I'm not even sure. Yeah, let's just come back later. Let's overdraw and toss our fem. So the astrolabe would have been good earlier, just for the card draw. The MU we don't need because we're not really rigging up in the traditional sense. He's putting more ice up, so I think he's probably still has it in his hand. It's tempting to just click for money and run, or same old sure gamble, run. Would not hate a Maker's Eye. Okay, he's got something in his hand for sure. We have no sneak door or anything, so we're gonna just have to go in the front door. Can maybe draw his attention away, but is this prepaid worth it? Because we're on match point. If we play it now, we're gonna be down $1 because it costs us $2 to install it. Don't love paying full value for this. My feeling is it's probably not going to pay off. I'm tempted to same with Lucky Find and just run here on 4th action, which is a little risky. No, let's... I mean, if we draw, what do we get? We get maybe Dirty Laundry, maybe like Levy. No, let's take it slow. Oh wait, hang on. Our Levy's in the trash. No, we're not going to need it. There's no way this game goes long enough to need Levy. We'll just money up this turn, and next turn we'll take some more pokes. Maybe we can even get a Maker's Eye. He's drawing, so does he want an Astro? What does he have? Another big portfolio. So there's an argument that I should just trash all these things at full value, like have spent all my time running and just trashing everything. But I think that's fine if you're a criminal and you have security testing Desperado, but when you're Shaper, you don't have infinite money. You have a very limited supply of money that comes only when you draw cards. So you need to draw enough cards that you do your thing. There's a Maker's Eye. Let's just take a poke and see what's there. I don't want to whiff the Maker's Eye for nothing. Yeah. He's just burning our tokens, which is okay. We'll continue on. Lotus Field. Okay, that's useful information. So we would have whiffed our Maker's Eye had we tried it. I'm happy that we didn't. We don't have any answer for that in our deck that we can afford. We play Torch, which is very efficient once it comes out, but it's very expensive. We could have clunched it Fem, I guess. That's expensive. Don't love that. I mean, we could do that next turn if we have to, or if we feel like it, really. But I don't think it's great. Let's draw for money. I think we just, yeah, we'll just get money. We'll run in the archives and net $5. There's nothing there, so it's not as efficient as I'd like it to be, but it's fine. So you could clone ship into SMC and then get Torch. The advantage of getting Torch is we're good against toll booths later on. But that costs 2 more than just fetching out. Now, Atman costs us 7, which is on par, and then we can actually break the Raven, but then we can break the Eli repeatedly. I like having access to Atman. Atman's pretty decent for this kind of thing. Double draw Jackson spams more remote. Well, he snuck out points before, but I think at this stage in the game he can just astro them out anyway. So let's think what we want to do here. We can draw once, because if we get retrieval run, it's a lot cheaper to do so. Otherwise, I think we go with our clone ship fem play. No, I actually prefer getting Atman 4. Even without suckers, I think it's going to be right. So we'll draw once. Yeah. So let's do this now, just in case we get something good. So we'll clone ship, pull SMC. So this is a turn where our thing would have been wasted. And then we'll crack it for Atman, put Atman at 4. We drew from this. Another SMC, that's interesting, but not what we need. And then we'll go in here, crack this, break for 1. 10 credits left. Any NEPs we see are ours. We have an action left to shake tags. Project Beal, preparation pays off. And then a snare, interesting. And then daily business show. So we would have taken some damage in a tag, but we would have been probably okay. Neat. So the deck performed. I liked having the first fem. I think 3 is maybe 1 too many. Kind of missed legwork. Kind of missed a quality time too. Because we didn't get that far in our deck. We had to draw manually quite a bit. Retrieve run was next. Didn't see any test runs actually. That's maybe one reason why we weren't as happy with the fems. Yeah. The Inti is maybe hard to say if that's needed or not. Even against Himitsu back, it would cost just an arm and a leg. I'd be tempted to trim that for some other stuff. And I'm not convinced we need 2 mem chips. I think I'd almost rather 2 Astrolabe 1 mem chip. Like in this case, having a different was good, but having this earlier is kind of nice. Actually, I think we missed. Yeah, we could have installed it and gotten a couple cards, but we were just so busy beating him with random accesses. So, keep trying it out. Thanks for watching, guys. Something different for sure.